Hi, I'm Brenda Barger. My student ID number is 0840337. I'll let you know. Okay, so we're going to do a task where we're nail trimming a dog, and in this case I have James to help me with restraint, and when we get ready he will hold her so that I can actually clip her. There's all kinds of clippers out there. You have the ones that are scissors like, you have the Riscos, there's the larger ones for the toenails that are bigger, and then you have the smaller ones for smaller dogs. We also have clippers for cats. They look a little different. And then we've got the septic strips that we can use in case that we accidentally hit the quick or a vein in the dog's nails. Now, we're got James holding her, and there you can dogs' nails can either be black or white. Black being a little more difficult to trim simply because of the if you look here on hers, they're white, and you can see where the pink and the white. The pink is where the quick and the vessels are, so we want to be really careful not to do that. In a black nail, you wouldn't be able to see that. Anytime you're clipping nails, you need to be sure to go a little at a time. It's better to be safe than sorry and clip too much. I'm going to put my glasses on simply because I can't see, and that way I will be able to show you. First thing we're going to do is we're going to push the hair back on her toenails so that we can see what we're looking at. We want to look for a little hook. Now her nails aren't super long, so it shouldn't be too difficult to cut these. I do want to be very careful that I don't get into the quick here. So I'm going to hold her. James is holding her where this white area is. She's got lots of little hair here, so I want to push that back, and I just want to get right under there and clip that nail. I'm going to do it a little bit shorter, and there's her. You can see, clip that nail. Now again, I'm going to look for the hook where they meet. I want to be very careful not to get hurt quick. And there's that one. Okay, her next nail, same thing again. Push the hair back, look for a hook. I want to be very careful not to cut her quick. There you go. And got one more nail right here. That's a good girl. I'm going to praise her while I'm going. So that one. There. A little bit shorter there, safe than sorry. Be sure I get a good cut on that. So I've got this one. This one we just did, and we'll go back and just touch it up. Yes, you're doing a good job, girl. Yes, you are. Okay. This one, just a little extra. And then this last toenail, make sure we got them good. And again, I'm looking for where they hook, avoiding the quick. Okay, thanks, James. And now if I would have hit and actually made her bleed in any way, what I would have done is I would have opened the septic, and I would have taken a pinch of this, such as, and I would have administered it to her nail hair, making a good stop, and that would have contained the bleeding. Okay, I showed you how to do a nail trim on a dog. It's very similar. The equipment is very similar. This is the equipment we're going to be using to trim her nails. This is for a cat. What we're going to do is we're going to push out. You can see on there, you can see a loop, and you can see the quick. We want to get in past there. We want to get just a nice amount. Oh, sorry. She is not happy with us, but we've got our restrainer here. We're going to take this next one, and we clip that off. We also have our septic powder behind me. I'll show you that in just a second, but that's here in case we need it. So we've got this now. We're going to get where the hook and the quick are. It's always better to veer on the side of safe and sorry. And there we've got those. And as I said, we've got our septic powder. Had I actually cut her and made her bleed, we would have taken this. Just like with the dog, we've taken a small amount of powder. We would have put it on the actual toenail, and that would relieve. Okay, the next task I'm going to show you is how to peel a dog. In the perfect ideal world, you could just hand it to them and they'd eat it, or you'd be able to put it in food and give it to them. Out of experience, I know this girl here, this is Rosie, she has to have it done manual. So the first thing you need to have, your equipment is basically what your pill is, and then your hands to be able to open their mouth, push the pill to the back of the throat, and then we're going to rub it down. So in this case, I'm going to get her to sit down. I'm going to push this into the back of her throat. I'm going to hold her mouth closed, and then I'm going to rub her throat. And usually if you see their tongue come out and lick, they're done. And that's peeling a dog. Peeled a dog, now we're going to peel a cat. It's very similar. Obviously you have to have a pill and a cat. Little difference, we have someone actually restraining the cat. We've done that with, we didn't do that with the dog, but cats are a little more tricky. They're a little more unpredictable. What we're going to do is I'm going to hold the cat's head, and then I'm going to peel it. So if you'll watch what I'll do, I'll let you come in closer. What I'm going to do is I'll take the cat by the head. I'm going to use my middle finger to open the mouth. I'm going to stick the pill in the back, hold her mouth. Woo! Rub his throat, make sure it got down. Oh, and he did so good. And that's peeling a cat. What I'm going to show you now is how to medicate a cat. We showed you how to peel a dog. Oftentimes cats are very uncomfortable being peeled. It becomes a stressful situation not only for the cat but the owner. So a lot of times your vet can give you a liquid medication of the same prescription that he was giving to you previously, or you can make a slurry by taking a pill and putting in a small amount of water and letting it dissolve. To actually give our medication to the cat, I've got James restraining her. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my thumb and open her mouth, and I'm going to push this. I'm going to start again. I'm going to push this in the back, push it in, close her mouth, rub her throat. Oh, I know. And she finished, and we are done. Hey. Hi, we're at Timber Creek Animal Hospital, and this is Lucky, and what I'm going to demonstrate for you is how to catch a urine sample. You can use all kinds of equipment. You can use a flat pie plate, you can use a ladle. In this case, we're using a water dish. What we want to be sure is we catch it in midstream, not at the beginning, because there may be contaminants. So here we go. We're going to take Lucky out here, and hopefully he'll be cooperative, and we can catch it when we need to. Okay, buddy.
There you go, there you go.
Okay, so we have urine. We don't need a great deal. We just need enough for a sample to be able to do a urinalysis. Okay, so Lucky's finished for us. I want to be sure you get a chance to see his urine sample. You can see it's not a great deal, but it's enough for us to be able to send out for analysis or to do an in-house analysis. Okay, so we are going to show you now how to make a gauze muzzle for a dog. Generally, you have two sizes of gauze that are available based on the muzzle of your particular dog you're using. You can use a 1-inch for a dog that has a smaller breed dogs, smaller muzzles. For a large breed dog like Lucky, who is a lab, we're going to use this 2-inch gauze. We've made a loop, and we're going to take this loop and come up behind him so that we're not upsetting him. And we're going to slip the noose over his nose and tighten it up. Now Lucky is an excellent boy, aren't you? And he's minding well for Nikki. So I'm going to come up behind him. I've got my muzzle. There you go, sweetheart. He's always such a good boy. I'm going to get it tight so that his mouth is closed and go around a second time. And then I'm going to tie it around so that now, wait there a minute, buddy. And I'm going to make myself a one-sided bow so that it's an easy release. Ta-da! There we go. And now he has his muzzle. Now if I needed to trim his nails or do anything, I would be in good shape. Okay, give him lots of praise for his good job, and that is the gauze muzzle.